Hey guys, this is Tom with Dungeon Cat Gaming, and it's our Commander Night. We are recording the Winners Pod. All of us won from last week, so we have earned the right to face off against each other. We have Kumar playing Zedru the Great-Hearted. Just real quick, remind us what Zedru does.
So, Zedru is a Jeskai commander for 1 and then Jeskai colors, who says that at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of permanents you own that your opponents control. And then for for Jeskai mana, target opponent can gain control of target permanent you control.
So to clarify the three colors involved in that typing, just in case we have people watching that aren't familiar with the term.
So Jeskai is red, white, and blue.
Okay. We have Mark playing Shadrix Silverquill.
One of my favorites.
Shadrix.
It's a 2/5, 5-drop, Orzhov Silverquill mana. Flying double strike, beginning my upkeep triggers. I could choose up to choose two, but you must target different players, or opponents. Target player either creates a 2/1 flying inkling. Target player draws a card at the cost of a life, or a target player puts 1/1 counters on all their creatures they control.
Okay, and to clarify, the Orzhov colors are?
White, black.
Okay.
Like I said, Orzhov, Silverquill colors.
And I am playing Teysa Orzhov Scion. Teysa is a creature, 2/3. I can sacrifice 3 white creatures to exile or just remove a creature from the game. And whenever another black creature I control dies, I create a 1/1 white spirit with flying. Quick bit of table manners. I do have a couple of proxies in here. They are living in other decks. I believe it is the Orzhov Shockland.
Godless Shrine?
Godless Shrine, which is a land that comes into play tapped unless I pay 2 life. And then Cabal Coffers, which taps to add 1 black. Pay 2 and tap it to add 1 black for each swamp I control. And
You want that again? Go ahead.
Urborg, which turns all lands into swamps.
All
So,
right. Sounds good. Thanks for the Rule Zero conversation.
Yep.
any other Rule Zero conversation
No
to go
proxies
over?
here?
No?
Cool. Just a reminder, we are not responsible for remembering your triggers.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Let's roll to see who goes first.
Okay.
If you get a D20 in here, here we go.
All I have are spin downs. By the way, I've got
I
a
got
lot
the
of...
D&D D20 right here.
Cool.
D&D, spin down 20.
I'm going to flip that over anyways.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've got dice for counters if we need counters.
17.
6.
6 and 8.
Low roll, right? No, I'm just joking. Cool.
You don't mind if I borrow some?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
That's why I brought them
Mulligan.
out.
Very bad hand.
So for newer people, mulliganing is you throw the hand away, you draw a new hand.
Shuffle a shuffle.
You throw a new hand, or throw the hand away, draw a new hand, you shuffle the old one, or you shuffle the old one back into your deck, draw a new one. Because it is a multiplayer game, we each get a free one. I will also take a mulligan. Because that was terrible.
I'll
let
keep my opener.
Kumar. Friendly reminder, the store rules especially apply here, so mind the language.
Yeah.
And just,
Have fun.
we're here to have fun. It's a friendly commander night, so.
Of course.
Alright. Oh, I'll keep. Oh, better than last one.
I too will stick. So go ahead and start us off.
Alright. Draw. Temple of Silence lets me scry. I'll keep it there.
To clarify scrying, you look at the top card of your library and choose to either keep it on top or put it on the bottom.
And I'll pass to you, Tom.
Cool. Draw.
So this is the first time I actually did this?
This is the first time we're recording a Magic game. We've done a couple X-Wing games so far. I will play a swamp. I will pass the turn.
All right.
Oh, we must be honored.
It is a real honor, and I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play a training center, and because I have 2 or more opponents, it enters in on tap, and I'll pass
Nice.
the turn.
Oh. Should I wait until it's done? Alright. Playing a swamp?
And the other thing too is, this is something we're looking to do more with because we want to get more games up on the channel. So.
Oh, yeah. Alright. I'll pay 2 for a demonic tutor.
Okay.
All right. Looking for something.
There's only like one card people will actually tutor for by turn 2.
Well, we're about to find out what it is on your next turn.
Oh, this now. Best to Madsen. Anybody with character tap or cut?
I got it.
Alright.
I'm gonna play a Plains.
7 cards in hand.
And I'm going to pay a white and a black for Cruel Celebrant. When it or another creature or planeswalker I control dies, each opponent will lose 1 life and I will gain 1 life. I will pass the turn.
All right.
Is this one that, like, exile things?
Draw for turn.
Or is that the other Tesa?
I will
Oh no, this is the Tesa that exiles.
Oh, jeez.
play a Skycloud Expanse, and then pass the turn.
Alright. I'll play an Isolated Chapel, pay the 1. For the Soul Ring I just searched.
It is a signature of the format.
Okay.
Pay 3 for Delaney? Streetwise Lookout? Am I saying that right?
Yep, Delny is a new legendary creature, so just remind us what it does.
Creatures I control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. If the ability of a creature with power 2 or less triggers, it will trigger a second time.
Okay.
And it will trigger my commander twice.
Okay.
I'll pass to you, Tom.
I will play a Swamp. I will pay 3 to play Black Market Connections. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I choose 1 or more. I can A, choose to sell contraband, create a treasure token, and I lose a life. B, buy information, I draw a card and I lose 2 life. Or C, hire a mercenary, create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter token with changeling, and I lose 3 life. I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Interesting. I will play a Shivan Reef as land per turn, and I will just pass after that.
Alright. Nifco Shrine of Nyx is a Cabal Coffer's version of To Devotion.
Devotion counts the
Mana
different type of
mana pips.
mana pips. So Black Market Connections has the 1 black and 2 colorless. Cruel Celebrant has
But
1
I'll
black.
be using it for the colors mana. So I'll pay 5, bringing forth my commander. Anything?
No?
No responses?
Alright, combat. Combat trigger will trigger twice. I'll give myself the first one to create an Inkling. Madsen, draw a card for a life. Second trigger, I'll give myself an Inkling. Kumar, draw a card for a life.
Sounds good.
And with that, Kumar, take 2.
In response, I think you like shuffling, so I'm going to Chaos Warp or Delaney.
Okay, 1 good trigger, got good.
So let's have some fun, see what you can get.
Oh, something worse might come out. Thank
Yeah,
you, come on.
that's the fun of Chaos Warp, after all.
Alright. I want to tap a cut. Oh,
I will give it a good cut, and then we'll see what comes on top.
Celestine, the Living Saint. Flying lifelink, healing tears. At the beginning of my end step, return target creature with mana X or less from my graveyard to the battlefield where X is the amount of life I gain this turn.
Okay.
Yay, 4 flyers. I'll pass to you, Tom.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Plains. Pre-combat main phase. Before I play a Plains, at the beginning of the pre-combat main phase, I'm gonna lose a life to create a treasure, and I'm gonna lose 2 more to draw an extra card. Here's my treasure. I will then play the Plains that I had mentioned earlier. I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna pay 4 and crack the treasure. First, I am going to play Wojek Investigator. It is a 2/4 flying vigilance. At the beginning of my upkeep, I investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand than me. And then I will play Blood Artist. Whenever it or another creature I control, whenever it or another creature dies, target player loses a life and I gain a life. Go ahead.
Always a fun time. Aristocrats.
We will play a Plains.
This is a game of
And we'll
which
tap 4.
aristocrat deck is snootier.
Zadru, the Great-Hearted.
I don't think I
And
don't
then
run
we'll
aristocrats.
pass the turn.
Oh wow.
I'm done. They scoop to the mass land destruction.
You're a monster.
I'm tired of playing.
Evolving Wilds. We'll be cracking the 4 planes.
Alright.
Questions? Oh, jeez. All those aristocrats over there. Which borders is that? Masters? Is that the borders from Masters?
Double Masters. I
Double
believe.
Masters, yes.
Oh wow. So, what's that? Angel Detective?
Yeah, it's the from the new set.
The 2/4.
Murders at Karlov Manor.
Okay, it's a 2/4. I got myself a planes.
Question: did I paper towel I can use for my?
Ask Mike.
What's that?
Ask Mike.
Or is which one is?
Up front.
I'll play 3 for one of the favorites. Nazgul.
There's the Nazgul.
Now who's to make the ring?
So, remind me again, what does the Nazgul do?
It's a 1/2 Death Touch with enters the battlefield. The ring will tempt me, which will be this card right, this little emblem token thing right here. And whenever the ring will tempt me, put a woman counter on each wraith I control.
Oh, okay.
And a deck can have up to 9 Nazguls up to 9 Nazguls. So I'll go here and I'll get to the Nazgul.
And what does that give it?
The Ring Bearer is a legendary creature now, and can't be blocked by creatures with power greater, with greater power. Second would be the second ability. Whenever your Ring Bearer attacks, draw a card and discard a card. Third ability is whenever your Ring Bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller has to sacrifice at the end of combat if it survives. And whenever your Ring Bearer deals combat damage to a player for the last ability, each opponent loses 3 life.
Okay.
And that's a 2/4 flyer over there with multiple aristocrat triggers. Alright, combat step. I'll give myself another 2/1 flyer. Kumar, draw a card for a life, please.
All right. Thank you.
And 2 flyers at you, Tom, and Sedge is coming at you, Kumar.
All right. I'll take my 4.
I will
That's
block
for commander.
one of them, and I take 2.
Alright.
Did something die?
Yes.
What?
An Inkling died.
Yeah.
That'll
So
be-
I will drain everybody for 1.
Alright.
And a blood artist.
That was
Yeah,
the blood
that
trigger.
is the blood art.
It's a creature he can target.
No, I'm sorry. I will drain Mark for 1
Okay.
Alright.
because you've been taking damage, Kumar,
All right.
Yeah. And been taking some life drain. Alright.
and Mark has more of a board state.
Alright.
My
Oh,
turn.
Madsen.
Untap. Upkeep trigger for the Wojak Investigator. Kumar, cards in hand.
7.
Cool. I get a clue token. Mark, cards in hand.
4.
I do not get a clue token. I get 1. Draw for turn. I will pay a life for a treasure token. I will pay 2 life to draw an extra card. I forgot about that proxy. I am going to pay 3 to cast Commander Sphere. Pay 3, sack the treasure. To cast Teysa, Opulent Oligarch. At the beginning of my end step, I investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever a clue I control is put into a graveyard, I create a 1/1 black and white spirit token with flying. And I'm going to sack Commander Sphere to draw a card. Play a Plains as my land for turn. And I will...
Yeah, I got a couple flyers over here.
I will pass.
All right. Turn. We'll play Commanding Power for turn. That does change the game. isn't doing that for no reason, so I will instead enchant Zedru with Robe of Mirrors.
What does this do?
Enchanted creature has Shroud.
I have no responses.
I think I should just do this already. Put that down and
Sure. So,
you get yourself a land.
yep,
No.
goes to the command zone.
So Path to Exile exiles the target creature. Mark was able to do it in response because it was an instant. Kumar gets to find a basic land, put it into play tapped.
Alright then. After that, I'm going to try and recast. Alright. Cut the deck.
Sure thing. There you go.
Let's tap 3 for a weird card. One cast this. Actually, we'll hold off on that. We'll just pass the turn.
Alright. I made a great move there. I don't know. Alright. Drop. Play planes. Combat step. Kumar, make a 2/1 flyer,
Make a 2/1 flyer.
and I'll draw a card for a life.
Okay.
That's income at you for 3/4 in the air.
I will block with my 2/4.
Alright. I'll gain 3 life.
Okay.
Up to 41. And I'll pass to you, Tom.
Okay. Untap, upkeep trigger, magic number is 5. Kumar, cards in hand.
I have 6.
Okay, I get another clue token. Mark, cards in hand.
4.
Okay, I do not get a clue token from you. I will draw for turn. Beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I will add a treasure token, and I will draw another card. I am down to 29.
No creatures in the graveyard.
Okay. Crack the treasure. I am going to play the Meat Hook Massacre. When it enters, each creature gets -X until end of turn. X is going to be 4.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yep. So
That's 4 creatures for me.
and that's 5 creatures dying for
So
total.
5 dying for opponents. And then I have 3 dying for me. So each of you are going to lose 3. I will gain 3.
38.
Alright.
gain another 3 off of the Meat Hook Massacre. Mark, you will lose 5.
Down to 33.
My Wojak Investigator stays.
It stays.
I thought you
It's a-
paid it for 4.
Oh, 4. No, okay, I'm sorry.
And
So
each
I
of us
think-
will lose
You'll lose an additional 1. Mark, you'll lose an additional 1 on top of that, so you're losing an additional 2.
Alright, 31.
And I gain an additional 2. I'm at
Okay.
37.
Alright.
Go ahead.
So it's just for the end of turn, or is it
Until end of turn.
Okay.
So Silver
So
Quill
my-
is back to being,
a 2-5 instead of 0-1?
yes.
Indeed. I will. Alright, no. Let's have the deck operates. So we'll tap 6. Recast Zedru. And then pass the turn.
Alright. Draw. Alright, you know what? I'm shocking it in. I'm going down 29. I'll pay 4. Let's get some draw power in there now. Siphon Mine. Each other player discards a card. I draw a card for each card discarded this way.
Alright. Discard. Pyromancer's
Discard a
Sloth.
case of the stashed
And I'll
skeleton.
draw 2.
Is that what I want to do? Yeah. No, yeah.
Four. Let's do this. Wisp Drinker Vampire. It's a 2/4 flyer, white black, for 4 mana. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent loses a life, I'll gain a life. And then for 7, creatures I control with power 2 or less gain Death Touch and Lifelink to end a turn.
Okay.
Combat step, I'll give myself an Inkling token, which will go up to 1. You all lose a life.
Okay.
And Metzen gain a whole lot life, so... Oh yeah, and Kumar draw a card for a life. Hit Metzen for 4 in the air. And I'll pass.
Down to 32, and I have taken 4 commander damage from Mark. Untap. I'll keep trigger, draw. I will pay 1 for a treasure, and pay 2 to draw a card. I am back down to 29. I will play a Thriving Heath. Naturally taps for white. I will choose for it to tap for black as well. Pay 1 for a Soul Ring.
Never too late.
Keep it alive. So next turn you take care of it. So you just do it every turn.
We are going to.
That's really good.
Can I see the Wisp Drinker Vampire, please?
Yeah.
Just familiarizing myself. That's what you do. Okay.
And then 7 mana.
Cool.
May I take a look at it? Thank you.
Yeah, Void, it's a 7 cost Archangel. Void the Archangel. As
Death
well.
Touch?
How much mana do you have?
1 white.
Total.
Yeah.
No, total.
2. Well, Devotion to whatever colors, like white. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It'd be
8,
8.
9. But I choose to tap it for one of these 2 colors, yeah.
No, this will go even because it's 2 mana.
Yeah, but I'm tapping like 2 things just to get 2.
Yeah, so.
So it'll be like 1 less either way.
Yeah.
Because I'm tapping 3 mana for
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2.
I see.
Yeah.
Gonna tap 3. We are going to play Legions to Ashes on your Wisp Drinker Vampire. It's going to get exiled. If you had extra copies of it, all of those extra copies are
On the board?
all token copy, or All tokens. Oh, wait. Exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. So,
If I had copies, yes.
if you had copies, yes.
Yeah, nice.
Or things with
1,
the same
2,
name.
3, 4.
Wish that was a instant instead of sorcery. I run it more.
I'll cast Veto, Fanatic of Aklazats.
Oh, jeez.
Whenever I sacrifice another permanent, I gain 2 life. If this is the first time the ability has resolved. If it's the second time it resolves, each opponent loses 2 life. If it's the third time it resolves, I create a 4/3 black demon vampire creature token with flying. White and black creature with flying. Go ahead.
Alright, and draw for turn. Play a Battlefield 4. Interesting things we can do here.
Listen, it took them 3. What was it, 3 or 4?
But actually, the best thing we can do is this. You'll tap 7 mana.
Kumar's just playing instant over here, isn't he?
I'm going to cast Approach of the Second Sun.
Okay.
And the way this card is worded is it says that if it's cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach from the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach from the Second Sun into its owner's library 7 from the top and you gain 7 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll keep it at 7th on the top. I'm just going to keep it flipped face up just so we're
sure.
where it is. Because I don't want any confusion on where it is in the library. We gain 7 life, and we will pass the turn.
And to clarify, Kumar doesn't necessarily have to do that, but he's doing it because he's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah. Can I draw my 1 out for that? Alright. Draw. Play 1 for turn. Alright. Alright, Kumar and Metzen, let's all cut a deal.
Alright.
What does that do?
Each of my opponents draw a card. For each opponent who draws a card, I draw a card this way.
Okay, and we just draw a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no shield or trigger. And I'll draw 1, I'll draw 2.
Alright.
Alright. Combat trigger. Going to my combat. I'll give myself an inkling. Madsen, draw a card for a life.
I am down to 28.
Uh, 6 coming at you.
Sure. 4 more commander.
Yeah.
I will take the opportunity to explain that the reason we are keeping track of commander, each creature that we've identified as our commander, if someone takes 21 damage from that commander, they lose the game. So it's an alternate way to win.
And then in phase 2, I will damn your extra draw power
Sure.
over time.
Zedru dies.
And Tom,
Zedru
pass
in
to
the
you.
command zone.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I will create a treasure token for a life. I will draw an extra card for 2 life. We'll play a command tower as my land for turn. I am going to pay 5 for a Shadrix Silver Quill of my own.
Alright. So, what we are going
I
to
mean, you can't kill it this turn, but like.
do is spend 4 to cast Statecraft.
What does that do?
This is an enchantment for 3 and a blue that says prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by creatures you control.
Okay.
And then we are content to pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep. The burning counter trigger, I'll go down to 21. Draw. I'll take this up to 2. Draw 2 more cards. Play a swamp. Dread return. Bring back a creature from the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Red return, you say.
Yeah. I'll bring back Celestine, the Living Saint.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pay 2 for Charismatic Conqueror.
What does that do?
It's a 1/2 white, 1 white, 1 generic vigilance, 2/2 vampire soldier. With whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, untapped or a creature enters the battlefield untapped under opponent's control, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, I create a 1/1 vampire with lifelink.
Okay.
Combat step.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give myself an inkling. Tom, draw a card for a life.
I am down to 25.
What's that chant do?
Prevent all
Prevents-
combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by creatures you control, that I control.
So if I hit you, you still go through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hitting you for 4 on the Euro Sadrix.
Alright.
And I'll pass the turn to Metz.
Cool. On your end step, I'm going to sacrifice the 2 Inklings and the Vampire Demon. I will get the Vampire Demon back off of Veto. I will also gain 2 life. You each lose 2 life.
Yeah.
Then I will have 3 triggers of Ilsl Core and 3 triggers of the Meat Hook Massacre. You each are going to lose another 6 total.
And I got a Charismatic Conqueror effect. So 6.
No, put it in tapped.
Okay.
Why not?
So you lose 3, then
So
another
you're losing
6.
a total of
Oh. You get to exile something too, don't you?
I'm going to exile Shadrix. Your Shadrix, I should say.
So we lost 3 and then another 6.
So you're losing a total of 8. 2 from Veto, 3
So
from
then
Illis,
okay.
3 from the Meat.
Alright, down to 13.
I get 3 1/1 white spirits with flying.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I will pay 1 to create a treasure, pay 2 to get to draw an extra card.
The rest of it's gonna be
Kumar, what are you at?
8.
Okay. Mark, what are you at?
13.
Okay. I'm going to play a Reliquary Tower as my land for turn. And I'm about to do something very thematic. I'm going to pay 3 to play Underworld Connections on my Reliquary Tower. So Reliquary Tower makes it so that I have no maximum hand size and I can tap it for a colorless. Underworld Connections, when it comes into play, I enchant a land, and the enchanted land has tap it to pay a life and draw a card. I will tap Underworld Connections to pay a life, draw a card. Then okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sacrifice 3 spirits. You each will lose 8 life total. I will gain Mark 2.
If you cast the thing and save me, I promise to not cast this card for the rest of the game. Because I think I can get us out of this.
I will be targeting Celestine.
Because he's just going to kill all your stuff anyways. So you may as well save what you can right now. Because all those triggers are on the stack.
Yeah. And then it'll also save my creatures as well.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be
No, I
approaching the
will
second
not.
sun?
I promise not to cast that this
That's nice. Alright, that's my slowing down a bit. Everybody lives.
Okay, well, we'll throw in a tapped Vampire Demon.
So life totals cannot change.
And all creatures gain hexproof indestructible.
Okay.
I have a way of doing that.
Um,
Like, I got a way to do that, but not.
yes, drop in cards. I will go ahead to combat. I will create an Inkling token. I will tap, make it tapped.
You won't be able to use it because you all have hexproof. You can't target other players.
You have to target at least 2 for it to work.
Well, then I am just going to pay 2 to make Frodo a citizen with lifelink. And then pay 3 to make him a rogue.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Nope, I lied real quick. I'm just going to play Charcoal Diamond.
Yeah, I could deal with that board over time as well. It's just that.
Yeah. Yeah, the sack outlet is too much right now. So, no, I won't cast this for the rest of the game.
Alright.
So I'm not going to cheat you out of anything.
Alright. I always know you're a man of your word.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know.
ooh, I won the game.
Because I was saving for that. It's like.
I know. I
It's
know.
like the one answer I have to that. It's like, okay.
Okay. I can give you some land.
Because, yeah, I could deal with that board over time as well. Well, how are you going to deal with that board?
Simple. By making sure that death is life and life is death. I'm going to cast Transcendence.
Oh, jeez. So he's not coming after you then.
For a little bit. But if I can get my commander out next, I can also give you some more mana.
Jeez, that's gonna be hurtful. Well, I'm at 13, so let's see. I can hit him. He casted. Was it Transcendence?
Transcendence. You don't lose. You don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. When you have 20 or more life, you lose the game. Whenever you lose life, you gain 2 life for each life you lost.
Okay.
All right.
So we just gotta go make you upwards to 20.
Yes.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Up 2, 3. We'll cast.
The thing is that it's not.
I'm gonna put money against that. Not really.
That still doesn't help me.
I can't really do anything else. We'll do it for fun. We'll cast the card Steel Golem. You cannot play creature spells, is what it says.
So you cannot.
I
So
cannot
the
play
controller
creature
cannot play creature spells.
spells. Alright.
Okay.
I also played a card called Rainbow Veil as my land per turn. Now, when you tap Rainbow Veil for mana, you can give it control of it to one of your opponents. So I will give the control of this to you.
Okay.
Alright? Pass.
End of
And then it's just a back and forth thing.
Well, we'll see.
your turn. I'm gonna sack these 3 to Teysa
Okay.
to exile Celestine.
Yeah.
You each will lose 8.
Okay.
I will gain 2.
I'll lose 8, go to 0,
Then I'll go 5.
and then go gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will go to 16. Because for each life I lost, I gain 2 life.
The vampire demon will come back tapped.
Alright. And you have all that over there. And I'll go down to 2.
And they all were white creatures, so I'll get 3 spirits tapped as well.
So what? So you gotta sacrifice a certain amount of creatures for what?
Since they all were white, since 2 of them were black, I get 2 white spirits
And
from Teysa.
alright. So you gotta sacrifice black creatures or something?
Sacrifice white creatures for it.
I'll go down to 2. Draw a card. I'll go to 3. Draw 3 new cards. 2, 3. And I don't think I'm going to survive this. So what happens with all this?
So there's Meat Hook Massacre triggers, and then
And
there's
Illisil Core.
Core triggers.
And veto. Those are the 3 triggers. Basically, I sack stuff to Teysa's ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dead anyway if you sacrifice any more creatures, so I might as well just end this now.
Alright.
I'm gonna pay 4. 2 white, 2 whatever. There you go, Tom. Wrath of God.
This should be interesting.
I'm going to sack the demon,
I mean,
the 2 spirits,
it's all going to hit
to exile the steel golem.
Okay. Steel Golem gets exiled.
Everybody will lose 8. Or you guys will lose 8. I will gain 2,
Alright.
which will take you out of the game and
him out.
negate the
Wait.
Wrath of God.
I'll lose 8. Then trigger.
Uh-huh.
I will gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, I hit 20. I also died from Transcendence.
Well played. Thank you for the game, guys.
Oh yeah, I know.
And thank you for the stream. If we're keeping score,
Oh yeah, that was one of my outs right there.
Tom won
Yep.
Yes.
and may or may not be back next week.
Congratulations,
triumphant.
Tom. Here you go.
All right, thank you.
It was worth a shot, but I knew I was going to be dead either way, so it's like I was just like,
All right, thanks for
jump-started.
watching, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.